Dungeon Runners Podcast.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Dungeon Runners Podcast and our first official episode.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna expect like, a little bit more of, like an enthusiasm in that moment. I was figuring this was gonna be a happy moment.
It is. This is fucking awesome.
This is, once again, these are your three hosts. GeneralDrowned.
That's me. I'm GeneralDrowned.
I'm MrCreepyPasta, and of course, Matt.
Yeah, still a very unoriginal name.
In a world where everyone's names are strange and edgy, yours is the one that sticks out, my friend.
It's just super vanilla. It's like, so yeah, how would you like it, baby? Oh yeah, I like it. Missionary.
Dude, many people like that. Okay, you can't go bashing people's fetishes.
Yeah, you can't just start at bondage. You have to work your way up.
Exactly.
Matt.
Missionary is like is that a kink? Is that like a thing? Just missionary?
In this day and age,
I only do
in this day and
missionary,
age,
nothing
I
else.
feel like that's a fetish.
Yeah,
like
I
just
mean-
going like straight, like no, nothing special. That's its own fetish now.
I wouldn't put it past it, you know? Like, it's... People are fucking... Like, people will pay to watch people eat, so... Like, anything's a fetish.
Everything is a fetish, you mean?
Yeah, everything.
Jen, what are you into?
I'm into being nice and respecting others.
Dude, see? Hot.
I know, right?
Ooh, I'm getting the sweats right now.
Man, I'm not
Hypothetical.
falling.
This week's hypothetical. If you could really sell your soul to the devil, so like you summon a demon, not necessarily the devil, but you something, you know, like whatever you want to believe in, it's powerful. You sell your soul to that entity. What would you sell it for? Knowing that, of course, you sell your soul to the devil, you're facing an eternity in hell or like hell-like place of your religious equivalent.
Okay, what if... Okay, what's the restriction? Is it only objects, or is it like, can we
I
get like
guess
better
so.
health, or...
Yeah, I was gonna assume it'd be whatever, you know.
Sell the soul. Wait, is this one of those things where, like, you know, when you wish for something from a genie and you get like a horrible fate? If I sell my soul for the devil for like, I don't know, an eggs Benedict, the eggs will be off or something.
No, I would assume that you actually get whatever it is. So the question really is structured to say, what is worth an eternity in hell? I think the only thing that would go bad for you, of course, is if you just assume you never die.
Well,
Like,
okay.
If you made that wish like, oh, I'll sell my soul if I never die, then of course you always befall that one thing of, oh, well, eternal life is actually a curse. It's not actually as good as you think.
Or you're a tree, or a rock. That's eternal life, because you never die.
I guess, yeah.
That'd be horrible.
Eternal life is also eternal death.
Yeah.
Wait, are rocks technically living?
No.
No. Okay, so what actually has eternal life and could live as long as it fucking wants is a jellyfish, because it literally comes to an age where it can just reset itself. Like, it will literally age itself backwards.
Okay, I never understand that. I hear about certain things that can, quote, age backwards, but that makes no actual scientific sense to me. Like, how does a creature or a being reset its own cellular degeneration?
Like, you're gonna ask me how a jellyfish works? Because, like, I don't know. I don't even know if jellyfish is actually I don't even know if jellyfish
Jen,
is...
you're supposed to know these things.
You brought up jellyfish.
Okay, but I don't even know
you
if...
brought it up. You should know about it.
Alright, but I don't know even if jellyfish are actually technically alive, because they're just nerves.
I mean, I'm Googling it. Hang on. Are jellyfish alive?
It's a
And
certain
they're like 90%
jellyfish. I think
water,
it's
too.
Like, it's a certain jellyfish, I think. I think it's called the eternal jellyfish or something like that.
It's a deep sea water jellyfish.
A deep sea, so an immortal jellyfish.
Yeah. Have you ever seen those giant fucking jellyfish that are like big carpets? They're giant masses in the ocean. They're just spooky.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
I think they're like called box. Maybe they're box jellyfish.
They're the really poisonous ones, aren't they? Or they're the ones that kill you in like hours
Yeah. It's dude.
or
Fucking,
minutes. I can't remember.
Alright, you know what? Can we agree on something? Fuck the sea, right?
Yo, seriously, fuck the sea.
Fuck the sea.
Yeah, let's explore space over the sea, man.
So if I had to sell my soul, it would be that I could fuck the sea.
Yeah, fuck the sea. Yeah, hell yeah, that's hot.
Let's just stick it. It's like,
That's
there's
my
plenty
fetish.
more fish in the ocean.
Alright, but you could do that for free. You don't have to sell your soul. Alright?
If I had to sell my soul for one thing, it would be to destroy the entire ocean.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's live Mad Max.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. My question, my counter question is, how much is a soul worth? I only say this because, like, okay, what's got eternal life but won't be kind of cruddy would be to turn to the devil and I'll be like, I want your job. I want to be the devil.
I don't know. Would that actually be a curse? Wouldn't that
You
like, in
work for
itself be
me.
a curse though? Like, who would actually
don't know.
want to be the devil? What do you do?
It's like people who want to be the Grim Reaper. It's just not as good as you think.
Yeah, it's a job. I don't think
But
I'd
it's
ever
also
want
like
to sell
being-
my soul for a job.
Like, okay, imagine hell as like, I don't know, working the worst job in the world. You get to be the manager that takes all the credit for all their work. Think about it. You're like, oh yeah, you guys suffer. I just oversee the suffering. I'll just drop a few like, oh no, just turn up the thermostat. I know it's already a couple 100 degrees, but you could do a bit more. You're just in charge of their suffering.
I mean,
and what
yeah.
you know, it's the safest position.
I'm not sure what you're getting out of this, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Basically.
like, even still, you're talking about, like, so I see what you're saying, like, so an eternity in hell, but you're the eternity in hell as the ruler of hell. I
Yeah.
see where you're coming
Exactly.
from. However, you're still in hell, and not just that, you're not suffering, you're working.
Yeah.
I mean, at least
No,
if I'm
but either
suffering
way,
in
you
hell,
go
I
to
don't have
hell.
a job to do.
Okay, you can have like 1,000 needles pricked into your dick, but I'm going to be the one watching.
No,
That's
you're
my
the one
king.
doing the
Look,
paperwork.
that's-
You're like,
if
hey,
that's
we
your-
need to have an approval on 1,000 needles. Is it in the budget for us to stick 1,000 needles in this guy's dick? And you're the one
I'm
there
the
going
one in
like, oh
charge of the
god, I gotta go.
budget.
Look, if
I
it's
gotta
if
go
that's your
over-
kink, I'm not gonna stop you. But at the same time, like I don't know, doesn't seem worth it.
It makes the most sense.
I mean, I guess I wouldn't want to have a job for all
We're
eternity.
going to hell.
I have
We've
this,
lost our
this wonderful
souls.
idea.
But think about it.
Okay, but
I have-
the one benefit I can actually
ahead.
see of owning hell is that you can actually mean, yeah, I'll see you in hell.
You actually have that ability. To
It's
tell
like, yeah,
people,
I'll see you.
now.
Yeah, I will.
Here's my thing, okay? If you're going to die at any point in your life, I mean, I use the word if because I don't plan on it,
If.
but if you're going to die, then I would imagine that like that's at that point that is me officially retiring. At no point am I going to be working after I die. That would be the worst for me, man. When I die, I plan on sleeping for the rest of my death.
Oh, you know what? I just figured out what your hell punishment is going to be. You're going to be working. You're going to do my work, the work that I should be doing, all the paperwork, all the menial stuff. You're going to be my personal assistant. That's what you're going to be.
No,
And
I
I'm
was
gonna
gonna
call
say
you-
my hell punishment is what you're wishing for, what you're selling your soul for.
So
Well, I get to be on top. I've sold my soul for the best position in hell. Because if I'm going to hell, I might as well be on top. That's like saying, oh, I don't want to work this office job, but I have to do it. But if you had the choice, I'd be like, oh, I'll work this office job and be CEO.
man,
I'll make jillions.
I would sell my soul to have you stop
Yeah.
right now.
No.
Just because you know I'm right.
No.
No, you're trying to choose something like I mean, I get you're trying to use your wish at this point to basically trick the devil. But I think it was already proven like in media for all time that never works. You don't trick the devil whenever you're selling your soul. Ultimately, if you sell your soul, the devil wins.
It's either that or become the best electric guitarist in the world and beat him in the music off for my soul every year.
So you add a stigma. Like, yeah, I'm selling my soul for this whatever, but for you to be able to get it, I want you to beat me in this fucking music contest.
Or like, is it Dr. Von Doom who plays the devil every year for his mother's soul and always draws?
Oh yeah, that's right.
No,
That's
he
a
always
plot point.
loses. He always loses.
I thought
He
it
always lose.
I thought it was a draw.
I thought he always drew.
I thought it was a draw
So-
because it was in purgatory or something like that.
No, here's the thing. So at one point he made a deal with the devil for his mother's soul, and the deal is that every year he gets to recompete with the devil for his mother's soul. However, if he loses, he is cursed to always be second best. He can never be the best at anything. He can only be the second best. And also, everyone in his country, no matter what he does for them, will always hate him. Now, here is the trick. When he lost for the very first time, he was always cursed to be second best. So no matter what, he can never, and no matter what he does, he can never actually beat the devil because he will always be second to someone, and the someone will always be the devil.
Jeez, that's those loopholes.
Yeah.
See, Matt, what you would do is you would sell your soul to the devil, but to be his boss, but he owns your soul. Like, your soul's the thing that moves on.
Not just that, but I mean, like, you always have that situation where it would be like, you know, like whenever you're the CEO that takes over, like you take over this incredibly amazing, huge company, but you always know the other employees are always talking about, things were so much better when we had the last guy.
I'm not the last guy. I'm better. I'll do Margarita Fridays. That'll convict me.
Taco
You're like
Tuesday.
Walt Disney's brother that takes over. I was like, you know what we need? We should just do a whole bunch of live action, and we'll just cut out of the
see some Bob Disney.
Animations for chumps. This Disney thing's gonna die down soon anyway. We'll just do live action.
Video games are for losers.
Yeah, dude. My God, no! That would be the absolute worst situation. I think is to actually be the devil. I think if you're gonna sell something, you sell your soul for something. It's something that you would obviously want to take advantage of while on Earth.
Yeah, because like fuck it, you know.
Yeah, but how can you live? Or is it when you die he gets your soul?
Right.
Yeah.
When you die, then you are solidifying that I'm going to hell. So the idea is that if you sell your soul, and I mean, like, this is the idea behind the entire premise of selling your soul usually in media, is that I'm selling my soul for a sinful reason on Earth, so that like I'm basically solidifying the fact I'm going to go to hell, so I'm going to live it up on Earth in a sinful way until my time to eventually go on to death. So usually people wish for like women or money or
cars.
yeah.
How did you guys say money at the same time then?
Because me and him are on the
money.
same wavelength.
Yeah,
What
dude,
would we wish
just
for?
looks gonna
Money.
Get money. I can't die when I have money. I'll just live forever, like Magic Johnson.
I was just thinking him too.
What is the thing with Magic Johnson?
He fucking injects money into his veins to live.
Excuse me?
Dude, that's the joke. Like the Magic Johnson's like doesn't really have good health, but like he's been alive and he's living. So the idea is he just injects money. That's the secret.
God.
But yeah,
I can't help but I just think too far in the future. I think I do it in real life, like outside of this hypothetical. I just think so far in the future, and all I can think of is I don't want anything on Earth, because if I'm going to hell, I need to make it cushy in hell.
You're the guy who doesn't take risks. You wouldn't even make this deal.
I know. If you
Yeah,
saw,
no, I
if you
wouldn't
saw the
make the
devil,
deal,
you would
but-
just die.
In this hypothetical, it's not like I'd be like, oh yes, I'll kindly decline your offer, Mr. Devil, sir.
Well, it's more of the you kind of provoked him or invoked him, called him there. You know, like you call in the devil and be like, I'll sell. You ever see the Simpsons episode, the Halloween episode, where it's just Bart fucking constantly calling the devil? He's like, I'll sell my soul for a Formula One race car, and he's like, that could be arranged. Nah, I changed my mind. And he just keeps calling him back and forth. Like, Bart, don't provoke the devil. Also, according to the Simpsons, a soul is worth like pogs, elf pogs.
Elf
What?
Pog?
Yeah, is the episode that Bart sold his soul for like $5 to buy his, it was to buy his dinosaur sponges.
Wait, is this why you consistently want Pogs to come back so you can buy up souls?
He's back in Pog form. Dude, people who got turned into Pogs, that's their soul. Just like in JoJo. Spoiler. Spoilers, the big spoilers.
Oh my God, that actually makes
All right, but Spike, you haven't actually told us what do you want for your soul?
money.
Just money?
Just money. Unlimited money. Do you realize what you could do with unlimited money?
I'd live it up like Mr. Burns.
Buy more money.
You could buy more money. Dude,
that's
if you have
Buy
enough,
more money.
if you have enough money, you can become the president of the United States.
Well, apparently, yeah. sorry. Just back off.
Yeah. Matt, how's your week been, man? Like besides this whole the whole selling your soul for the devil, has it been good? Have you been having a good week?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's my birthday. It's our birthday.
It's
on
our
the weekend
birthday.
just gone.
What did you do for your birthday?
I went camping. Get this right. So I don't really tell anyone when it's my birthday. I just kind of like assume. I've taken it off Facebook, so not many people know. I get like private messages from like more closer people that way.
Yeah.
I went camping for my birthday camping thing. They didn't even know it's my birthday.
You just start sobbing in your tent.
Wait, you mean, hold on, wait a second. You said you get messages from closer people, and then you went camping with people that obviously weren't these close people?
Man, I hope they don't watch
No.
this podcast. They're gonna be pissed.
They're close people, but I don't think they realized that they booked it on the same weekend as my birthday. And I was like, yeah, birthday weekend. But I didn't say anything until like the day before my birthday. We were walking around this really nice village. And I was like, it's my birthday tomorrow. And they were like, oh, wait, you wait till now to tell us?
Did you assume you were going camping because of your birthday?
Well, I saw the dates. I was like, yeah, that's my birthday. I didn't say anything, but I was like, yeah, go me.
They're gonna be like, oh man, we're taking you camping, and then they secretly take you like Disney World and shit. It was like a little kid.
That
It's
would
like,
have been nice.
I'm just expecting nice things
Instead,
without
there
telling
wasn't.
anyone. What about you, Spike? What do you do?
For my birthday, honestly, I had a live stream on my main YouTube channel, on the MrCreepyPasta YouTube channel, which was a lot of fun actually. Normally, I've been doing a whole lot of stuff with like smaller groups of people. So like this one was a huge group. We had like 9 people playing games together on my main channel. It's really nice to get back to doing stuff with like a really big group. That was a lot of fun. And like, I mean, really the day before was more of the celebration thing. We went over to my manager's place, her and her fiance, and we was there with like a group of our friends. We're all playing board games all night, like playing Werewolf and yeah. So that's my live Dungeons and Dragons group, the group we usually play D&D with. But they're that was mainly what we did. We had like these how was it, butterscotch shots of butterscotch liqueur like at midnight.
They make that?
Yeah, it's it was incredibly sweet, like so strongly sweet that it kills out.
I was gonna say that sounds like it needs watering down with something.
I mean, honestly, we probably should have, but because it's so sweet, it kills out the burn of the liquor.
Oh,
so it tastes like almost like a syrup, but oh my god, it is so good.
Yeah, sounds like you had a good time.
What about you, Jen? What did you do on our birthday?
I didn't talk to you guys at all. You guys weren't here. No, so I celebrated your birthday without you. My week is there hasn't been a lot doing this week. Yesterday was my finals for my college graphic design class and got an A+.
Oh, snap! Congrats, well done.
Yeah, bro. Okay, look, they'll probably never see this, so I can talk about it. Man, I was the only one who showed more than a couple things. Like people,
Wait, what?
It's a graphic design class, so the final was present your work, and I was like the only person who showed more than a couple things. Like I made a bunch of stuff for each project we did. Like I made multiple propaganda posters, and I did a lot of photo retouching. I did it for like the family photos that I have at home, and like I made multiple Maya projects and integrations between Maya and 2D, and it's just like everybody else was just like, yeah, I did this one thing, and I did the things that we did in class, and that's all I have to show. And just like,
What?
It's like, what?
Wait,
why?
Okay, so here's the thing, and for everybody who's listening, I don't know if you all monitor Jen on Twitter, which you definitely should, because Jen is an artist.
I guess.
Yeah, no,
He's
you're
more than an artist. He's an artiste.
please,
Wow.
God.
Okay, I'm not a douchebag.
I mean, you're an artist. You've done like a whole bunch of different art classes and such, and you know what you're supposed to show off as like a portfolio bit at the end of an art class. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird because like those people there, like some of them were graphic design majors and stuff, and it's like how are you guys not doing your work, and how are you guys not showing more than a couple things? And
Yeah, that's pure laziness at that point.
yeah, it's
That's just people at school in general.
yeah, and the thing is, like, there's a couple of people who did fucking amazing shit. Like, they made amazing Maya models. Like, they're very detailed. And, like, this dude from Taiwan, like, he's never touched Maya before in his life. And then he made this amazing looking beer can and bottle. And it's like, fuck, those look awesome. And, like, he's never done anything. Like, shit. If you only showed a little more things, like, you could have, like, been amazing. Dude, why did you only do a couple things?
That's the thing with school stuff is as long as you do the work, like it sounds stupid, but just do it.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about like just like Shia LaBeouf memes here. I'm just saying do it. For goodness sake. It's like the way I saw it at uni was I did it for 3 years, my university course, and I was in my final year. It was sort of if I knuckle down in this final semester, I can get enough grades to get a first class, which is the highest honors I can get. And I was like, I could go out and have a lot of fun or whatever, which I did do. I wasn't just a shut-in, but I thought I'm paying a lot of money for this. This isn't free. I am working fairly hard, but it's something I want, and I want the shiniest piece of paper after this. I might as well knuckle down and just lock myself in my room for a couple of days a week and just make sure I present my best. It doesn't have to be like super try-hardy, but as long as I show my best this semester, I should be good. And I managed to get the first.
Dude, nice.
And I partied and stuff. I'm a bit of a wild guy. I'm not really.
I was gonna say you are not a wild.
You went camping.
It's more. Shut up. You know what's awkward about camping too?
What, do you have a boner?
Well, that would be weird. Wait, why is that your go-to thing?
You're out in the wild, man.
No, I was gonna say, like, you say you're not like a wild guy, but like honestly, my most prominent memory of hanging out with Matt is when he showed up for my wedding last year, and he just like everybody's drinking at the house, and it's kind of like a big party before like the night before the rehearsal dinner, and he just comes out of like one of the back rooms going wanker, 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 putting people's hands into those little rings that come around like Coke cans and a 6-pack of
The
Coke
dolphin killers.
Yeah, the dolphin killer.
Those plastic ring things.
Yeah.
And it says on the count of 3, pull. 1, 2, 3, and everybody just pulls them.
You got it left on your thing and you became a wanker.
Yeah, it's stuck on me. Everyone broke free but me.
What wankers?
No, it's a really good. All right, I don't advocate drinking, but if you do the drinking, if you got those plastic ring things left over that kills dolphins, don't leave them like solid. Put your wrist in it like a bracelet. Get other people doing it. Count to 3. Pull it. Whoever has it left on the wrist is a wanker, and they have to keep it on until the next day. But the main thing is, it breaks it up so we don't kill little turtles.
I mean, you could also, you know, just cut them up with scissors.
Yeah, but what's the fun in that?
Jen, don't.
I know, you know, reuse, like recycle. I get it.
Jen, you're not invited to my birthday party.
Good.
It's camping. I don't want to be invited.
I know. Fuck that.
What's wrong with camping?
You know how
Dude,
often I go outside? Not at all. That's helped.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I hate camping.
You know, little secret. Me too.
Why did you go camping for your birthday?
Because I don't like saying no to people sometimes.
Oh man, you're one of those guys.
No, it's one of those things where, like, if it's something new and adventurous, I always try it. And it's, you know, it's only 2 days, 3 days or whatever. And the thing is, everyone there has a really nice tent. They've got like 200, 300 pound tents. You can stand in them. I could probably do a backflip in one of them. Do you see that picture I put on Twitter? They put my tent inside one of their other tents. Not the entire tent, but like the foyer section. My tent is tiny. It's a £25 one from our equivalent Walmart, as the Walmart, if you will. And it is the crappiest, least waterproofiest thing in the world. Like, I wake up wet.
Waterproof? Oh, God.
It's because rain. It's like it was raining over the weekend, wasn't it?
Oh, it rained.
You went camping.
Well, it's not that it's not waterproof. It's just that it's one layer. So if you touch the edge in the morning with, you know, it's all dewy and stuff, your hand gets soaked. And I'm not super tall, but I'm tall enough to have my head against one end and my feet against the other. So something gets wet.
Matt, I'll go camping again.
Yeah, man.
Like I don't know what to advise you about, but like, come on, man, get it together.
But you know what I'm like in like Final Fantasy 14 or other games like that, when I have like super overleveled people and they just carry me.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about how you were like incredibly frugal consistently.
Yeah, and you didn't want to
I
spend
have
money,
that too.
and you walked around everywhere instead of taking teleports.
Okay, don't talk about my Final Fantasy 14 habits. That's not that's not what's on the table right now. I'm talking about like basically the other two, because I went with 2 couples. So I'm solo Jack over here. I'm just on my lonesome, and there's like 2 couples with me. It's great. They're really good at camping. They've got all the gear, and one of them's like a really good cook. So he's like doing all these wicked barbecues with like handmade burgers with bloody curry leaves or whatever inside and all these herbs. And I'm there like, yeah, all I have to do is make sure I don't die at night, and this is going to be a fun time.
I'm contributing.
I gave him meat. Not in that way. That's weird.
Yeah, boy. That's what I was
You
talking
did have a
about.
boner, is what you're saying.
Yeah, boy.
I brought fruit and no one ate my fruit, so I brought it home and I've been eating fruit.
You said you went there with like a cook and you brought fruit, the one thing you don't have to cook?
Well, I thought for breakfast, but even for breakfast, he made like bacon and eggs and toast, and I brought crumpets, so we had crumpets on the second morning.
That is the most British thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Shut up. We had lots of tea too.
That is the most
Yeah.
British thing.
Yeah.
When I go
tonight.
camping, because we go camping for the Texas Renaissance Fair. When I went camping last time for the Texas Renaissance Fair, I don't think we even made coffee in the morning.
How did you wake up?
We got up. All of us hated ourselves because we're camping, and then we went off to a Renaissance Fair.
To be fair, because we've got everything at the Renaissance Fair, you can just go to shops, can't you? But like when it's just pure camping, imagine doing the Renaissance Fair camping without going to the Renaissance Fair
Then
and
why
just
would
sitting
you
around on
do
that field.
it? What do you do during the day?
We drove to this really nice village called Bakewell, and it's super picturesque. It's super, 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 super old, stereotypical like cathedrals that you see.
Yeah.
Every house was made from those giant bricks, and it's super pretty.
No, I saw the pictures you posted on Twitter. It looked gorgeous, like just the countryside.
Oh, the cows?
Yeah, the cows, the countryside, and everything like that.
You mean a dog?
Yeah, the really big
The
dog.
cats?
The dog, yeah. There was a chow chow that you met, and man, chow chows are great. It's huge.
Oh, we were camping with a dog too. She was funny because she was just confused the whole time.
Confused.
Well, it's their first time like properly camping. She'd never really been outside the house.
That's
Wait, that was her first time being outside?
No,
The dog.
like proper out the house for like an extended sleeping outside of a house.
I feel you.
So she kept barking at like random noises at night. So every time I rolled over, all I hear is.
My dogs do that too.
Yeah.
How many dogs do you have, Jen?
7.
Oh,
They're all
What?
yeah.
No.
Yeah, 7.
No, you.
Yeah.
I thought
No,
you
you
actually had
don't.
4.
All right. I have a Chihuahua.
No.
My Chihuahua's like almost like maybe 14 years old. He's super old. We have a Chihuahua, and then we have a Pomeranian, and then we have like a short-haired. Oh, I don't remember his name, but wait, it's not Pomeranian. I don't remember that. I'll throw a picture up for you guys later. But yeah, I have 7 dogs, and then the two older ones had puppies, and then the puppies are still here.
Oh,
We got a bunch of dogs.
cute.
I also got 2
Why?
turtles.
I know
Dude.
you had the turtles. I
Okay.
did not know you had that many dogs.
Okay, so this is kind of the thing in my family. It's really hard to say no to animals. really hard.
Why?
It's really hard, man.
No.
Dude, I feel you.
It was our dogs that had puppies. What do you want us to do?
What?
What do you want us to do, Matt?
Okay, I feel like such a heartless monster
Yeah, you are.
because
Go ahead.
okay, can I preface this? I like dogs. I like cats. I like petting them. I like booping their tongues when they stick their tongues out. But I also like handing them back to the owners after I'm done playing. Here's the thing. I don't want to pick up poop. I don't want to feed them.
Here's the thing, though.
When it comes to pets, I don't want pets.
No, here's the thing, Matt. You feel like, oh, it's so gross, I don't want to do it. But when it's your animal, it's not so bad. It's just part of having.
Yeah, it's
That's
just
what I'm scared of.
it's like owning a small dumb child. It's
Yeah,
shits
that's
everywhere.
it. Hang on. Segue. Small dumb child. So, Matt, you got one of these.
Oh my gosh, I'll get my louder spinner.
You have a louder spinner?
Well, one of them's got crappier bearings.
Oh,
I don't know. I literally picked this thing up for $10 inside of a mall.
$10?
How much
you
are they
for real?
supposed to cost?
I was buying them for £2.
I've never seen these things before. Okay, it was just one. It was there in a mall. I was like, yeah, give me one.
you're a
Whatever.
sucker.
Like that's fine. Okay, I can't get McDonald's for one day. But like, the thing was, okay, I read this earlier today, and I got unreasonably angry about it. This woman was driving in her car, and she had bought her daughter a spinner, and she was driving. She ends up hearing a choking sound coming from the back seat where her daughter is. She turns around. She sees that her daughter is currently choking, and she has gotten one of those the metal weights that are on like the spinner. You know, like on each of the little fins of the spinner. She got that lodged in her throat. It fully just manhole covered, caught in her esophagus. Took her to the doctor. Had to have the doctor go in and actually remove the piece from her to stop her from essentially dying. Now, these pieces are about the size of a quarter. I've seen like hold it up against like the piece they removed, about the size of a quarter from there. Her daughter's 8 years old.
8?
8.
Why is she sticking stuff in her mouth at that age?
I know,
Yeah,
what
the
the fuck?
mother is actually calling for this whole thing against the creation of the toy, saying that it was mislabeled for the wrong age group, and that it has a severe choking hazard for children, and it should be marked as such.
I don't think it's like the wrong age group. I think her daughter is the wrong age group for living. She should like knock her down a few years and just be like, yeah, she's 4 really. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Let's just put her through education a couple more years. Let's see if she can learn how to not choke on a simple toy.
I actually looked this up just to be sure, just to make sure I'm not stupid and like I just don't understand like the cognitive development of children, right? It's a thing that says that children at 10 to 12 months become incredibly fascinated with putting things into their mouth. That's the whole teething thing and all that. And at 3 years old, that fascination with putting things that you're not supposed to eat into your mouth is supposed to dissipate. Yeah.
Yeah.
It goes
3
away.
3+ for kids' toys is
All right.
generally
Can I ask
for small parts.
Yes.
where do you know where these people lived? Like, was it in the States, or was it Canada, or is it like?
It was in the United States. Yes, it was
Okay.
American.
Please say it's Florida.
Okay, so
No, I don't know the state. I didn't see the state.
our Canadian friend Blue has shown me this thing a billion times. There's a fucking ad in Canada that's literally just a song saying, "Don't put it in your mouth, don't put it in your mouth, don't put it in your mouth," and it's just like they had to have a fucking PSA, like G.I. Joe type PSA, where they have to tell kids, "Don't put fucking things in your mouth."
What the hell? Why? I
Kids
feel
are-
like this is a okay. To clarify though, according to what the girl says, is that she saw that the piece got dirty. Okay, this is supposed to make more sense. However, to me also this makes it make less sense. She saw that the spinner, it was dirty, so she put it in her mouth to clean it.
That's gross.
Yeah, that's just again my thing of one, why would you put it in your mouth to clean it? And two, why would you put something dirty in your mouth?
That's what I'm saying. It's not the age group. It's just her daughter.
Yeah.
It's like she needs a good like a couple more years in second grade.
Second grade.
She's learned a valuable lesson. I'm going to fucking die by putting things in my mouth.
I guess so, but like that was my thing is like she's been putting quarter-sized pieces in her mouth, and not just that, but swallowing them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, you know, if you're putting something in your mouth to clean it, like let's just say I'm dumb enough and I want to do that. I get chocolate on my spinner for whatever reason. I'm gonna put it in my mouth to try to clean it, and a piece of metal the size of a quarter came out. Why would you swallow it?
What's the first thing you do?
Swallow it, obviously. That's the first thing I do.
Swallow.
See, look,
If I've got a foreign object in my mouth, of course I'm going to keep swallowing until something, happens.
Yeah.
Look,
all right, so look, if you for some reason have to clean something with your mouth, why is swallowing it like an idea? You swish and spit.
Not even swish, you just spit. Just get rid of it. You have a piece of metal in your mouth.
Okay, so I'm imagining this pen right now. I'm picking up a pen. This is dirt in it right now.
Why? Why do you have dirt in your pen?
I don't know. Maybe I've been spinning this pen too hard and it's just got poo on it from my feces because I'm a stupid child.
Okay, go on. Put it in your mouth.
I put it in my mouth. Why? Why would I want to swallow when I know there's a bit of dirt on there? What?
I don't know. Kids are fucking stupid. Kids will put snails in their mouth. Live snails. I've seen it.
Yeah. That's about to make me feel sick.
Why would a child do that?
All right, so okay, I have this is a little sidetracky, but I wanted to share this school story. Back in the day, there was in elementary, there was this kid who wanted attention. He would like just do random things. You know the type of kid.
Yeah.
Like so, one day during PE, like it was after a rainy day. I saw everybody crowded around a one of the sleds or whatever it was. Slides. Sorry, not slides. And they were crowded around him, and he was picking up worms, and he was like, "I'll eat them. I'll do it for you guys." And then he became the kid that ate worms.
Why is that? Is that an American thing? Because the only way I know that story is from The Simpsons.
Oh, that's a more recent episode, the one where Bart eats a frog.
No, there's one ages ago when it's like someone did something popular, and there's a kid eating worms like who lost his fame.
My 15 minutes of fame are over.
Yeah, it was something daft like that. I'm like, why? Is that a thing? Is that a thing in... Oh my God, I feel sick. Is that a thing in America or something?
It's just like, attention is doing weird things.
I was going to say, yeah, that was a thing I remember. The worm eating, I know from the Rugrats, because that was an old Rugrats thing where they would eat worms.
Oh, yeah. They would eat bugs.
They were babies, unable to speak outside.
and also cartoons.
Yeah. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. We went through that era in America where, like, doing stupid shit was the cool thing to do. The whole Tom Green jackass phase where everybody was trying to, throw shit at each other to look cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was totally like a phase that I feel like a good amount of teenagers went through. However, at no point would I think anybody would be like, "Hey, swallow a spinner."
Can I sidetrack to something real quick?
No, please do.
Did your school ever have that one assembly where they got all the kids in and then the head mistress or head teacher or whatever went, "Someone had a poo in the urinal"?
We never had assembly about that.
No, we never had assembly, but we knew it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, every school has it, I swear.
Well,
at least one kid a year has to try take a poo in the urinal.
It's because I think it's because kids are like either one, the toilets are too dirty, or two, they're fucking jerks.
I can't think it's because the toilets are too dirty, because you can hover ass that. No, it's just, that's a planned attack right there.
Yeah, it's gotta be. That's
premeditated. That's not a spur on the moment. Oh crap, there's no cubicles left. That's oh cool. I wonder if this will get anyone in any trouble.
No, okay, so let me ask you guys this. Jen, I know you probably are very much aware of you're very much aware of senior pranks in high school, right?
Yeah.
The senior pranks. So every year, I don't know if you do this though, Matt. Like if you guys do this in England, is there usually like a senior in a high school like level school where it's customary for them to plan out some kind of pranks on the younger years, like the sophomore, the junior, the freshman, some kind of prank before they graduate, before they move on to uni or college.
Yeah, because they're doing a prank on people that they won't see in probably 4 years, probably.
Probably ever.
Yeah.
There they go. So,
No, but I know the trope from American TV.
in my school, like, this is a super innocent prank, mind you, but it was hilarious at the time. At my school in high school, they actually did this bit where we have lockers, so you had to input the code into the locker and using the little turn thing on the locker, and then to open it, you lift it up on this little lip, and then you had to pull on the turn thing to open your locker up. So all the seniors went through all these buildings, which is not easy to do. In the school I went to, O'Connor had like 3 or 4 buildings in 2 floors, and all these were lockers like on every single floor. So it was a group of people went through with Vaseline and covered each one of the little spinning parts on the lockers. So you could grip it enough to turn and input your code, but you couldn't grip it enough to actually pull your locker open.
That's great. Oh my god, it's a great prank. I love it.
You try to like take your shirt and like wipe it off, but even still there's just enough residue and like it's already gotten on your hands, so you can't do anything.
It's over.
You're just locked out.
That's fucking awesome.
It was the worst prank, man. Like it was hilarious though, like in the afterthought, after you already go over to like your class and you're like 5 minutes late and you're like, I can't get in my locker, I don't have anything.
Wait, was that done to your year?
Oh no, it wasn't. My seniors did not do that. My seniors did. I don't even remember what my seniors did. My senior class was lame. We hardly even had like a prom or anything like that. Yeah, my senior class is stupid lame. I don't think we did one. That happened to me when I was a sophomore. Like, so that was my second year in high school. But that was I think the year after that they did a flash mob because that's when those were big.
Oh, that's kind of lame.
Yeah,
It's kind of nothing.
It's nothing now. I mean, at the time it was interesting, right? Because it was big at the time. But
Yeah.
now it's like, oh, you did a flash mob. Everybody's done a flash mob.
Oh, tell me something new.
Yeah.
I don't remember the senior pranks from the previous years, but I know people got in fucking big trouble because senior pranks will usually be harmless. It's like, oh, we'll do something to obstruct the way, or we'll play music behind the teacher, have them get followed by a trumpet guy or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like some idiots went too far and thought it was funny, and like they went and trashed the school by throwing like toilet paper everywhere and then graffitied, and it's just like, you guys are fucking idiots.
That's just vandalism.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not a
That's
prank.
not a
They were trying to justify it. It was like, oh, they're the seniors. It's the last time they're allowed to do this. Like it was only like a group of like 4 people, and it was like, you're dumbass.
Yeah, that's not being a prank. That's just being an ass.
Yeah, it was like you're literally ruining it for everyone.
I think that's kind of a major thing why a lot of senior pranks or a lot of schools don't even like tolerate the senior pranks anymore. Is because many people just take it too far. It's like it's where you're not even pranking anymore. You're just doing something to just be in poor taste, just to be mean.
Vandalism.
And like, yeah, just vandalizing the school. You're costing the school money at this point. You're not having fun where everybody gets a laugh out of it. That's a loss in general, man.
Yeah, it's just
Kids
like
are bad.
stupid teenagers.
Isn't that how Ashton Kutcher screwed up his career?
With the punk?
No. He was Ashton Kutcher. He played the what's his name from the 70s show? That
Kelso.
really dumb.
Yeah, I know.
Kelso.
You'd think he's a really stupid guy with a hot bud, but really, I think his brother had some like weird degenerative disease or something that was like it's some crazy ass thing. So he's like, I want to do chemical science or medical science or whatever, and he got the grades to go to like a really prestigious school. I can't remember which one. And just as he was graduating, he did a prank where him and a couple of friends broke into the school to try steal a vending machine, and they got caught by the cops. And they're like, guys, it's just a prank, yo. But the cops proper filed him as if it was a proper criminal charge with damages. And he lost his scholarship or whatever, or his rights to go to this really nice uni.
Oh no.
And I think he got put in prison. So that's where he got his hot bud when he was working out or whatever. And then became an actor, and then now he's successful.
Oh man.
I mean, that sucks, but at the same time, like, he would have probably never done anything that he did.
Yeah, no.
I know, yeah, it works out in the end, but like,
yeah, no, that's true. But like, at the same time, like, oh my god, that sucks. I mean, also don't be fucking stupid and go on and try to steal a vending machine.
Yeah, that's literal theft of property. Like, come on, guys. It's like oh, I don't even know what the show was, but there was a show where they were doing a senior prank, and the prank was they took the teacher's car and they were trying to put it on the roof, but the only way to do it was to take it apart.
Take it apart?
Yeah.
They literally dismantled the entire car, transported it piece by piece up to the roof, and put it back together.
Yeah, actually, that might have been. Oh no! You guys ever see Drake and Josh?
Yes.
There's an episode where like the episode starts out with the teacher's car in the middle of the classround. And they have like a court fucking thing, and it's like because nobody the teacher hates Drake, so it's just like he didn't really have a fair chance to do it, and it ended up being the crazy smart girl who did it.
Yeah. Didn't she like take it apart or something and rebuild it?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Did I tell you about that one when my friend didn't show up to school one day because he was ill, and we put up those posters everywhere?
Oh, you told us, but you haven't told the podcast.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, there's this one kid at school. I can't remember why he didn't show up. I don't know if he was going to like a uni interview or he was just ill. So when he was gone, we just printed off all these like posters saying like, you know, RIP, whatever date he was born, 1991 to 2000 and whatever year it was that year. And we put him up everywhere, just a picture of him saying he died. And like every time someone came up to us, they're like, oh, what happened to that guy? We're like, oh man, the pressures of trying to be a clever kid in the school and, you know, all the exams got to him. So, and then we'll just insert random like death here. And then the next day he turns up to school and he just storms in and he's like, guys, why does everyone think I'm dead? What did you guys do?
That is the worst prank.
I mean, that's pretty fucked up, man.
It's one of those like you don't think of how bad it is at the time because we're just stupid kids. But then, like in hindsight, I'd never do anything like that. But at the time, it was hilarious to us.
That is the worst possible.
Jesus.
Matt, what's happening in England?
Oh, in England?
Yeah, what's the
we had that, so I don't know too much about it. I haven't seen the news because obviously I was camping. I was away from the outside world, kind of. There's that terrorist attack thing on the Ariana Grande concert.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I was hearing news
good old, yeah. Okay, I'm not really caught up with it, so I don't know too much about it, but I know Theresa May, our acting Prime Minister, has put us into critical, which is like red alert, so it's like anything can happen at any time, and we're getting like all these things. You probably see it on our Twitters because we've been retweeting it a lot, saying like it might be nothing but ... and in small font it's like, you know, report anything suspicious, blah 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 blah, call this number, and it's a 0800 number. And yeah, it sounds way hectic than I've given it credit. Like I haven't looked into it obviously, so I don't know how bad it is, but it sounds bad from what I've seen from people reacting.
I mean? The last I heard, it was 12 killed and then around 50 injured.
Yeah, no, I had heard that there were fatalities from the bombing. It wasn't just like a display where people were injured. There were fatalities. It was a pretty gruesome attack.
Yeah.
It was at a concert, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it's going to be packed people, isn't it?
It was a music concert.
But there's something cool I saw on Facebook saying I was near the attack, but I'm okay. And it's like the status thing that you can click, so anyone who was around the area can say the safe, and everyone on Facebook sees it.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of things on for like in America with some of the other like larger floods or storms and stuff like that. That's really neat. That's really cool that it has the same thing that's going on for the bombing too.
Yeah, just keep your eyes peeled, guys. If you live in England, be aware.
I'm just looking it up.
Apparently, there's something happened in Birmingham, which is right next to me. There was not too much details, but there's a lot of police around, and I think they got someone with a bat and a machete. Bat? I don't want to say bat. So I don't know if it's like a real thing or if it's just allegedly that happened, but I was just picking up like little snippets here and there on Twitter, the news thing on that, trying to find the news people reporting it, but it's just like allegedly this happened or something commotion happened in Birmingham, but nothing descriptive. And then I only caught one or two snippets of the machete thing, so I'm not 100% sure on that.
Oh man. No, going back to the bombing, just to clarify on number, apparently the current number is 22 fatalities.
22.
Yeah, that's a lot more.
Yeah, so it's that was a lot more than before. So right now it looks like it is 22 people, including one was an 8-year-old.
Oh,
Oh,
It's
sad.
unfortunate. It's very unfortunate.
my condolences to anyone who hears this and knows anyone affected.
Yeah. Oh, sad note on that one.
Yeah.
I know, yeah. I didn't know how to do like what's happening in England because like that's the only thing that's really big.
I was gonna say that's kind of a blaring current event, I would think, that happened this last week.
Yeah, but I mean, it still needs to be covered though. It's just like you can't just shy away from news that's bad, you know?
Yeah, that's very true. And I mean, it's something that definitely we could discuss. I mean, like in general, like the terrorist attacks that have been taking place, it's just shitty situation that keeps happening. And in all honesty, I don't even know what comes out of it. Like who's gaining what from whenever these terrorist attacks really take place. Is it supposed to be like a knowledge thing that we're supposed to be learning about? Oh, hey, there's still people around, terrorists that are around, and they're trying to alert the world to their presence, or what exactly are they supposed to be getting out of such an attack like such as this? You know, it's easy to say something that's like, oh, it's out of pure because they're bad people, they're evil people. But even still, you know, everybody has a statement to say, and I could never understand, I could never fathom what attacks like these are actually supposed to be gaining for anyone.
Yeah.
The problem is like the media on purpose don't report on that. They don't want to give coverage of their reasonings, if you know what I mean. And a lot of the times, like a lot of terrorist things will be put on like the 14th page, not the first page, because you know when it's the first page, it kind of entices it in a way. So the idea is to try cover it up a bit. Obviously with Twitter now and everything's like really linked, people are reporting on it pretty live. But as far as I was aware, like they try not cover it up, but like push it down on the hype meter. So I can like they don't want to say, oh, it's because of this, because then that's them accomplishing something. But at the same breath,
no one's informed.
I don't know. It's a weird one.
The idea is like they don't want to promote like what was it called, fear mongering?
Yeah, I can understand that. It's not meant to be. I'm pretty sure there's not a malicious intent by the media to be like, no, we gotta keep them in the dark about this. But I think you're right, Jen. That would be to not promote fear mongering, not to allow essentially the terrorists to win.
Yeah, because like the idea is you'll know what it is, and then you won't stop thinking about it, and then it also becomes the cause of whatever's happening that follows up by it. It's just like it's kind of like, yeah, you kind of are letting them win.
On a lighter note, Jen, let's talk about current gaming.
Oh man, current games. Well, first off, I guess this is more recent of this week. Is you know that Mario and Rabbids thing I was talking about got confirmed, and it's gonna be
Really?
in an RPG.
An RPG?
Yeah, it's gonna be an RPG. It's not gonna be like a Mario and Luigi RPG. It's gonna be a
Oh, thank
something.
God! Finally, we're getting the 7 stars too.
Oh man, yeah, Gino finally comes back.
I thought it was just going to be a party game. You know, like how every Rabbids game
Yeah,
is
I
like
also figured that.
Shake your Wiimote as hard as you can. Cool, it's a family fun thing.
Yeah, but nah, got confirmed. They got released the official like artwork of it, and it's like it has Mario, Luigi, and Peach with a bunch of rabbits dressed as them, all with guns.
What?
They all have guns and cannons.
Who's
yeah.
this marketed
Wait,
for?
I was gonna say, is there images of this? Because I would love to see the thing.
Yeah. It's right
I'm-
here.
I
And
want
yeah.
to see this. Oh my God!
And then yeah, it's like Yoshi is in the back with like a fucking bazooka, and then Luigi's jumping over a wall with like a handgun or some shit.
No,
and,
no, that's the gun that he uses.
Oh,
in
the
Luigi's mansion.
the poltergeist.
Yeah, it's the poltergeist.
Okay, why does he get
the
a
vacuum
fucking
gun.
vacuum and everybody else gets a bazooka?
I'm pretty sure it's gonna work the exact same way as a gun, because it looks like everybody has a customized gun to them somewhat.
Yeah, because look at fucking Peach. She has a fucking blaster too.
Yeah, dude, I am kind of hyped for that.
Like I'm super interested to see what it is. I'm still a little disappointed because I don't like rabbits, and that's only because I don't like rabbits because they killed Rayman. I loved Rayman.
No,
Yeah.
but you have to understand that, like, to make any franchise better, you give it a gun. That's exactly what they did with Shadow.
Dude, yeah, Shadow the Hedgehog
So-
with its multiple story paths, and no one ever actually played it.
Wow, it's harsh. I played
Did
it.
you? Okay, did you get every story? Did you ever get every ending?
No, I'm joking. I didn't play it. I want to
Yeah.
play it.
No, why?
I want to play it so bad.
It's garbage, dude. Why?
Because, like, okay, tell me this. Who do you know of that's lived through it and was able to tell the tale by the end?
Game Grumps.
See? No one.
You
You
thought,
did that
but
first?
and it's like there's also the people at SGDQ. They did it that one year.
Did they really?
Yeah, There's a speedrun of There's a speedrun of a bunch of Sonic games. The 3D Sonic games are always broken, always, all the time.
Oh yeah,
Like
That's an understatement.
like they're the best ones to speedrun because like they have huge glitches like Sonic Boom. Like you can triple jump with Knuckles into infinity, and Sonic's spin dash can make you teleport like half the screen. It's just like like they all have major glitches for some reason. It's only Sonic 3D games.
yeah. Okay, so have I told you? I don't even know if I told you guys about this when I was at Digipen, right? Which is the college that was connected over to Nintendo. They talked a lot about why Nintendo games don't have glitches like that, and I expect the same thing with this Mario RPG and Raving Rabbids. What is this called? Kingdom Battle?
Kingdom Battles, yeah.
Yeah. Why I suspect they won't do it, and essentially, whenever a game comes back and it goes into testing, the testing group come back with this booklet of all the errors that they're able to find. And this booklet is like the size of a dictionary.
Yeah.
Usually. It's incredibly big. So what a game does at that point is it takes this book, it goes in, finds each one of these glitches, how exactly they're done, and it fixes them to their ability, and then it goes up for sale. What Nintendo does is it takes this booklet, and then it hires a secondary team that's different from the first, and it gives it fixes those, gives it to that one, and then gets another booklet back.
Yeah, because it's what is it? The Mario Club? Those are the bug testers, and it's just like if you have those guys bug testing on your game, you can almost guarantee that there's going to be very little easy to find glitches.
And then when they get the smaller booklet back from the second team, then they give it back to they fix it, give it back to the first team, and then see if they can find anything else. So it goes through multiple sets of people that usually companies don't have the time or the money to put towards it.
Yeah.
Here's the thing is though, a lot of companies do have testers, and they have it's like almost a 24-hour shift almost. Sometimes they have like people come in, and once they finish their shift, another person takes over their console. It's whether the developers actually, one, have time to deal with the bugs, or two, even want to deal with the bugs.
That's exactly it. When Sonic Boom was out, I think you guys have both met Ray Honda, right, Mr. Ray Honda?
No.
He's another
him on Twitch.
Yeah, he's another Twitch streamer. He's a YouTuber. He's a pretty good friend of mine. He used to work for another company also that did game testing, like a third-party company, and they did some of the testing for Sonic Boom.
Oh man.
Well, maybe this is a story that he had told me. Maybe you had told me this, Matt. That essentially they got their booklet back of all the errors, right? And then they just didn't do anything with it.
Yeah, I actually remember hearing that story because the game after the Game Grumps played it, they started talking about it. Like they met one of the testers too, and they're like, "Yeah, we reported all these bugs. We told them they didn't do anything about it. They didn't listen to us. It's like it's not our fault. We did what we could. It's just like it's because they were rushing it for the holiday season. It's just like you're putting out a worse game just to make sales faster, but it's not gonna happen like that. They get worse things, you know."
It's that and the developers, because it wasn't Sonic Team, was it?
No, it wasn't.
No.
What it was a bunch of ex Naughty Dog developers. They formed a new company, and they were like, "Listen, Sonic, hey, Team Sonic, right? Check this out. We're ex Naughty Dog, right? Remember Naughty Dog, the people of Jak and Daxter, right? Listen, imagine we make Sonic as good as Jak and Daxter. How good does that sound?" And Sonic were like, "Oh, I don't know, handing off development. Should we trust them? Listen, we're ex-Naughty Dog. Don't worry about it." Okay, cool. Okay, yeah. Jak and Daxter, you say? Yeah, just like Jak and Daxter, but better. Cool. And they handed it to them, and they made this really crappy game. And yes, I also know someone who works at Sega who had some of his QA team ship over to do the Sonic Boom stuff, and he even himself checked the logs for the developer stuff, the QA notes. All the bugs were reported, but they were like, I guess, nah, just ran out of time, or they just didn't fix it.
Gotta ship it now.
I just don't want to. It's look.
I don't know if
else
it's
will find
time or just bad developers. Like it was the terrible people from Naughty Dogs that quit out, or if there's a legit exit.
Do you know?
I don't know.
Now that you brought it up, like how you said it was like it's the guys from Jak and Daxter. It's like kind of see it. I can see that how this would be like a Jak and Daxter game if you just replace the characters. Like
Yeah,
it feels like it a lot now.
That was the thing about the Sonic Boom game, because like in the last episode that I've been able to find fun in just about any Sonic game as long as I can go fast. But the way that they really ruined this one for me is that Sonic can't go fast.
Nope.
They replaced his ability to run fast with like little speed boosters that make you run fast for about half a second. So like they put a big focus on like platforming with all of Sonic's friends, which I believe everybody had kind of agreed. Anybody who plays Sonic games that the thing that kind of ruined Sonic the Hedgehog was the fact that he got friends.
Yeah. Except Knuckles, am I right?
No, I mean, like, in all honesty, that was the thing that killed it. Like, even in the Mario games, like, Matt, we played Mario 3D World, right? When you were over here before. And Mario has friends. He has Luigi, his brother, and he has Toad, and he has Peach. But all of them play the exact same way. It's just playing the Mario game as your favorite character.
I mean, they got different jumps.
Yeah, and say Luigi jumps way higher. Peach does a hover.
They're played the exact same way. That's what I'm saying. They have you don't stick to walls with one of them. You can jump, you can float, you can do other things, but essentially the gameplay stays exactly the same. You could play the exact same level with Peach as you can with Mario, as you can with Toad, as you can play with Luigi.
Yeah.
However, if you're playing a game with Knuckles, like especially in the 3D world now, if you're playing the game with Knuckles, it plays entirely differently and kind of breaks the way the game is meant to be played because of his abilities are entirely different from Sonic. So now he has to have special levels just for him. And Tails, even though he was made to be a Sonic clone that can fly, is now always given like a robot or something like that. So it breaks entirely if you try to use him on a Sonic level. So you got to give him his own special levels. The fact that they wanted to make everyone unique and give them all their own different powers, it broke the entire way the games are made. And the problem with Sonic Boom is that it focuses so hard on everyone's abilities to be different, as opposed to the thing that made Sonic popular in the beginning, which was his ability to move fast and platform fast. Like, it was a complete misunderstanding of what people wanted to see at all in a Sonic game.
It's that, and I don't think many people realize how if you want Sonic to go fast, like if you truly want a fast game, how technologically hard it is to make that, because the levels have to be either like really long and linear, like no backdrop or just backdrop sort of thing, and floating platforms. But to get him to the speeds that people want him to go in 3D with game technology is kind of, I want to say it's hard to do it with fun elements that's not just running forward. So you have the loops, which is kind of like, auto done. But I don't know, like adding in too much mechanics and the speed thing and trying to get that in a game engine, it can be quite difficult.
Yeah.
Trying to make that fun too.
Yeah, it's because he's a character rather than a car, Because like in racing games, it's like, this is your path, this is what you're doing, this is how fast you're going to go. You don't really need to see too much because you're going fast and you just kind of need to stay within your lane. But like, he's a character, so he has to fight things on the way, and he has to do things, and he has to be able to run fast and stop and jump and spin ball and shit like that. It's like,
I mean, like, okay, let's look at something else real quick, okay? Sonic the Hedgehog has like the whole thing. He platforms fast, he moves fast, he platforms. But I mean, the same thing could be said with the way that they create games for, say, Spider-Man. The whole point of doing a Spider-Man game, your ability to stick on walls, move upwards, downward. What makes that game any different from like, just a random beat 'em up game? Streets of Rage was a beat 'em up game. What makes that any different is a Spider-Man game. It's just his ability to be able to do things like web sling and his ability to do things like stick on walls. So I mean, like, even still using those game mechanics, you just at a point, I don't know what it is. You're using
I don't know.
And like at incredible speeds and do stuff like that. I think I'm just thinking of like the Amazing Spider-Man. How it comes down to essentially, I just want to move fast, see things that look pretty, and then I can use QuickTime events to make them work. That was the entirety behind Amazing Spider-Man 3, the regular Spider-Man 3 and the Amazing Spider-Man, was that it just goes off of moving quickly, making the entire surrounding area look good. Like they just obviously made New York City, make the entire area look good as I'm moving fast, and then going down to QuickTime events. So I would be just essentially holding down one button to swing, and then just continually hitting another button to make actions work. But it became an interesting experience based on the story that's told. And I mean, like, that can't not be done with Sonic the Hedgehog. It's just, honestly, Sonic the Hedgehog has gone a very anime route.
Yeah. It's trying to, I don't want to say it's trying to be something it's not, but like, kind of is. Like, I feel, it's because it feels like Sonic's trying to be, because like, okay, Sonic's had anime stuff, anime movies and stuff like that. And, like, like we watched it where he fought Metal Sonic. And
that was a good movie.
Yeah, and Knuckles could fly without being able to.
Knuckles could fly.
Yeah. By the way, Matt, did you know?
On fire, help!
you know, Knuckles could fly without anything. It's not just gliding; he can straight up fly.
I think you made me come into you guys watching that film and showed me that one bit.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he did.
By the way,
When I was
Knuckles.
shaking my head that you guys are actually watching a Sonic film, I was like, nah, bruv, nah, not for me.
By the way, Knuckles is a better Sonic. Like literally.
Dude, okay, I hear you, but you're wrong. And let me explain to you why.
All right, first. All right. All right, come on. He runs as fast as Sonic, but
No, he
yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Because of the games. He has to. The 2D games
Run as
made
fast as Sonic.
the 2D games made him run just as fast as fucking Sonic. And plus, guess what? Sonic Boom, everybody ran the exact same speed.
Okay, that's not fair. Also, he doesn't run at the exact same speed. His mind is running at negatives.
Come on, he's better. He has fists, he can glide, he has dreadlocks.
Yeah, okay, this is the reason why he was better. In Sonic the Hedgehog 3, when he was introduced, they were desperately trying to find something that made a character compete with as cool as it could be with Sonic. So they just kept giving him features. Mostly because, like, when they introduced Tails for Sonic the Hedgehog 2, nobody liked him because he was a hindrance. He wasn't actually like that good of a thing. The only thing that made Tails good was that you could actually co-op in real time with your friend on the second controller. When they made
people didn't like Tails?
no,
likes
he's a hindrance. That's why in the options you could turn him off.
Yeah.
You can turn him off?
Yes.
When they made Knuckles, they were literally trying to make a character that was as cool as Sonic, but in contrast. So they were trying to make Shadow, but they did not they didn't know how to do it properly. So that's why he's red when Sonic is blue. Even though echidnas obviously aren't red, they don't have all these things. They just increased all of his spines.
Hedgehogs aren't blue either.
Well, I mean, that's why he's red, period. That's also why Shadow is red. That's why he has the red on him, is to contrast with Sonic. But when they were making Knuckles, they gave him the long dreads and everything because they just took Sonic's spines and made them longer. And they were like, okay, so we got to make him cooler, so we'll give him an ability to attack besides just jumping on things. So they gave him the ability to punch. And they gave him the ability to glide so that he was the best between Sonic and Tails.
So you're saying he's the best.
I'm saying that he is the product of poor design.
But all right.
I think Sonic in general is just a product of poor design.
Okay, no.
I
Because
mean,
all right,
you're not wrong.
Sonic has a great design. His character design is fucking great. Like that's honestly the best, the most appealing thing about Sonic. Like his old school design, and even not the Sonic Boom, but like the current one before that. Like
It's got a cool
the
factor.
Sonic Boom. I don't dislike the Sonic Boom design. I just don't
used
like
to.
the game. Yeah, it's like they just gave him clothing, honestly, and
Yeah,
like,
it's weird.
But also, can I just say how much I've actually loved that we've done 2 episodes. Both of them have eventually devolved into Sonic the Hedgehog discussions.
all right. This is a question I've been wanting to ask, and I actually don't know the answer to. Where the hell did Shadow come from? I don't care about the story. I mean, when did he show up? Because it feels like he just appeared one day.
Yeah, Sonic Adventure 2. That's when they introduced Shadow.
Why? When? Ow.
He was literally another fast hedgehog that Dr. Robotnik doing his usual thing tricked into believing like, hey, I can give you everything that you desire as long as you just kill the blue hedgehog. So he decided like, all right, I'll go kill the blue hedgehog. I mean, he has like this tragic backstory as you would for a typical anime character between like, oh, I had a family at one point and they all died, and so now I'm
Sasuke.
Yeah, he has the typical Sasuke backstory. But
It's so weird. Like they would just introduce him.
well, like
Everything
even the thing-
feels like they're trying so hard, but they just can't get like a good thing out. Like they come up with all these ideas and they're like, oh cool, yeah, we have all these ideas. Game developers, no, good game. No, not like that. Oh no, game developers, what have you made?
Well, see,
Why?
this is the thing. If Sonic Adventure, I thoroughly believe this. If Sonic Adventure got rid of every other, like, if they got rid of the friends, if it was Sonic versus Shadow that whole game, and all the friends were just people that are talked to, that would have been great. That would have been really cool. That would have been a whole lot better than it actually was. Because they actually gave an interesting story that involved everyone in the universe. And then they went and got the idea that like, okay, people seem to like the Sonic and the Shadow characters. Cool. Let's make another character, Silver, and let's put them all into one game together. And they did Sonic 06. And then
Forgot about Sonic or Silver.
yeah, everyone did. He was terrible. But they were like, okay, let's take both of those, let's put them all into Sonic 06. And Sonic 06 was just fucking terrible because the story of the game was bad. I mean, nobody wants to watch Sonic make out with a human being.
Well,
it's like
some people do.
if you look at their, I want to say rival, Mario.
Yeah.
They barely add new characters. They added like the Koopa kids or whatever, but it's mainly been the same. It's been main protagonist, main antagonist, damsel, couple of side bosses. Mushroom people, whatever, and then the baddies. But Sonic, it feels like to make a new game, they have to come up with a completely new cast, a new roster.
That's why I say
they can't just be like, right, Sonic.
the
gonna
worst
run
part
fast.
of Sonic is his friends.
Fuck Sonic.
I
Their friends
totally
are a
hear you.
hindrance.
If they just focused on trying to make good Sonic gameplay, like a good engine or a good way to translate what you're seeing, like the speed and getting the feel of the speed or, the gameplay. It just infuriates me. I just want to shake a developer.
that would
and
be
just,
Sonic
Sonic's
Generation.
supposed to be good. Is what it comes down to. It's like he should be good, but
Yeah.
he just
But they-
he just fucked it up.
they confuse good with more.
What I'm trying to say is that I want Sega to listen to this, and I want them to give me full control over Sonic Team.
I can almost guarantee you, Spike, you will not do a good job.
I will do a great job. I know exactly what Sonic needs, and I know how to make the perfect Sonic video game.
You're just gonna make fucking Sonic Forces where you put yourself in the game.
Okay, look. You're not wrong.
All right, but to counterpoint the Mario thing, that's what killed Paper Mario. Is that they didn't want to make any more characters, and that really fucking sucks. Like, the best thing about Paper Mario was you get different partners. Like, in Paper Mario 1, you get a Goomba, a Koopa, a Bomb Bomb, a Sparky, a Cheep Cheep, and I think that's it, actually. And a Boo. And it's just like, yeah, that's a bunch of enemies that and they're actually being friendly, and they have cool abilities that help. And then in Paper Mario, the Thousand Year Door, you get a Goomba, a Koopa, a different Bomb Bomb, a different type of ghost thing, a rat, and like you get a bunch of stuff. It's just like, and then Super Paper Mario came around. It's like, all right, it's no longer an RPG. It is a 2D side scroller where you can flip between 2D and 3D, and your partners are very generic little fairy things. All right, that's fine. It has good writing. It's not a Paper Mario game though. And then after Super Paper Mario came Sticker Star, and Sticker Star was, I don't even know what Sticker Star is. It's not an RPG because you can just avoid all the enemies. You don't have to fight anything. You can
Wait, what?
You don't have to fight anything. In fact,
So it's like walking simulator?
it's the problem is they got rid of the partners, which really sucks. Like you don't have anyone but yourself to fight with, and then your abilities aren't just attacks. It's your inventory basically. And it's like, all right, I can fight these enemies, or I could save my inventory for the boss and then not fight anybody. So I'm just gonna avoid it. So it's basically like they made it so you shouldn't fight people because you're gonna be using your items, and that sucks. And they also made it like on Super Mario World, it's like a top view where you can choose the levels and shit.
Yes.
That was pretty interesting, but like the problem is if you left, it would respawn everywhere. So it's like. And it doesn't feel. It was a terrible world, but it had fucking great music. Like that's the one thing I give Paper or Sticker Star. It had really good music, and I haven't played Paper or Mario Color Splash. I've seen it has amazing writing, but again, it's one of those things where it's like they don't want to introduce characters anymore, so they just have Toad and Shy Guys. And don't get me wrong, I fucking love Shy Guys, but like I want
After a while, it becomes
I
monotonous.
I want new designs. I want new characters. I want new enemies to fight. I want something interesting. It's just like that fucking sucks. They're doing the 2D Mario method with the RPG Mario, which you shouldn't do. It doesn't work like that. I don't know. It's more me complaining than anything else.
No, I feel you though.
Fucking they ruined Paper Mario.
I've heard nothing but bad things about the new one, so yeah.
All right. Anyways, in more
actually-
disappointment. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say that actually comes up with the amount of time we have for today's episode.
Yeah, we probably talked about Sonic way too much.
No, we've never talked about Sonic, and I plan next week that I'm going to be pulling you all in a direction to talk yet again about a Sonic video game.
No, Sonic's banned.
No,
No more Sonic.
And that's all the time we have for today.
Everyone, thank you for listening to the Dungeon Runners podcast. Be sure to follow the Dungeon Runners podcast on YouTube and SoundCloud under Dungeon Runners podcast. And can watch each recording of the Dungeon Runners podcast live at twitch.tv/Dungeon Runners.
Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, I guess.
All right. Bye.
I guess.
Bye, everyone.